Today we're going to work on our subtraction skills, especially subtraction with borrowing. So borrowing is a scary topic for most of our fourth graders, so we really wanted to make sure you understand why we're borrowing and how to borrow. So let's try the problem 367 minus 189. What we can think of this as is the first number, or the bigger number, is always however much we have. That's what I have. And then the second number is what I'm going to take away. So I have 367 and I'm taking away 189. So if I'm going to subtract numbers, I cannot subtract it here. I can't do 7 minus 9, 6 minus 8, 3 minus 1. Can't do that. It's illegal. So what you have to do is you have to line them up vertically on here. We always put the bigger number, 367, on top. Usually, whatever number is written first is always your bigger number, but it's always safe to check. 300 is bigger than 100, so we know that that's our bigger number. So on top, 367 minus 189. Okay? Now, if this is what we have, I want to show you exactly what we have using our base 10 block. So the 3 is in the hundreds place. The value of that 3 is 300. 100, 200, 300. Okay? That represents, I'm going to go ahead and write it, 300. That's what that means. Then in my tens place, I have a 6. The value of that 6 is 60. Okay? So if the value of that 6 is 60, I need to make 6 tens sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at me, I fit it. 6. Then the last one is the 7. It's in the ones place. The value of that 7 is 7. So I need 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is a representation, a visual of what I have in 367. Now, is it possible to take 189 away? Well, yeah, 367 is bigger than 189, so I can for sure take that much away. But the question is how? Because if I do 7 minus 9, we really can't do that. Can I take 9 away from here? No. So I can't take 9 away from my 7, because this is the number I'm taking away. I can't do that. What I have to do is borrow. This is where the tricky part comes in. So I go to whatever's next door, which is my tens place. I'm going to take one away and give it back to whatever needs it. Okay? So watch carefully. You're going to go to the tens place. We're going to take one and give it to the ones place. How many tens do I have now? I have 5. 6 minus 1 is 5. And I'm going to give it here. Does that mean we now have an 8? No. We're not giving 1 over here. We're giving a 10. So it's kind of like I have a dime, and now I need it in pennies. So how many would I use? How many ones are in a 10 stick? Well, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this represents that 1 10 stick that I took, and it's right here. So did I take anything away or add anything to this number? No. I still have this 10 stick, it just is made in change. So it's like I had a dime and now I just put it in pennies. 1 dime and 10 pennies are the same thing. So, now, I need to update the 7. How many ones do I have now? 7 plus 10, 17. It's just as if I had put a 1 in front of this original number. Now, 17 minus 9. So I have my 17. Can I take 9 away now? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Took my 9 away. Now how many are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are left over. 17 minus 9 is 8. Good. Let's move to the tens place now. Remember, we always work addition and subtraction right to left. We start in the smallest place value position and work our way to the greater one. Now we have 5, and I want to take 8 away. Possible? No. We do not have 8 we can take away. So, what we're going to have to do is, again, we're going to have to borrow, go to our neighbor, and figure out what we can take and give to us so that we can now take 8 away. Same process, it's just in a different place value position. So, if we go to our 3, we have 1 we can borrow. So, the 3 will become a 2. You take 1 away, and we're giving it back to this tens place. Well, how many tens are in 100? There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Or you could think 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 flat, 100. Okay. Now let's update this 5. How many do we have now? 10 plus 5, because we took this one away, is 15. Just like putting a 1 in front of that number. Now, we take 15 and we take 8 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, what was it? 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, now how many are left over? 15 minus 8 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 15 minus 8 is 7. Now, I have 2, and I want to take 1 away. Do I need to borrow? No, I don't have to borrow. I have 1 I can take away. There it is. Boom, gone. 2 minus 1 is 1. So, 367 take away 189 is 178. Okay, so, we think our answer is 178. Is there any way we could check it? Sure, we can work backwards. 178 plus 189 should equal 367. Where do I got written? Right here. 178 plus 189. We just practiced our addition on, what day was that? Tuesday. 8 plus 9 is 17. 7 plus 1 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 1, 2, 3. 367. Yep, we have the right answer, 178. Okay, what I want you to do now is I want you to take a break. I want you to try to subtract 435 minus 287. Okay, I hope you're ready. Hope your teacher paused the video for long enough. So, 435 minus 287, you should have got, well, bam, 148. So, borrowing. We had to borrow from the 5. We didn't have enough to take the 7 away. We took a 10, added it on, made 15. 15 minus 7 was 8. Sorry. Then, we only had 2 left over. 2, we couldn't take 8 away. We had to borrow from the 4, took 1 away, gave it over here. That made 12. Then we took 8 away, got 4. 3 minus 2, we did that no problem. Got 1. I checked my work. Oh, I can't see that, can you? Checked my work, make sure it's right. Good job. Alright, now what we're going to do is we're going to do another problem. Find some room on your paper. Alright, let's try a problem that has zeros in it. Oh, zeros are kind of scary sometimes when we're subtracting because we have to borrow. So, line up your numbers vertically. The bigger number is always on top, 500. That's what we have. Okay? We always need to remember, that's what we have, and the second number is what we're taking away. 362. Okay? So, let's visualize what we have. We have 5 in the hundredths place. The value is 500. So I should have 5 hundredths flat. So, I'm drawing them a little big, y'all. I have room? Little one. So, 500. The value of the 0 in the tens place is 0. We don't have any tens. And we don't have any ones. So, that's all I have right now. Alright, so, now we're going to take it away. We're going to subtract 362. Can I take 2 from here? No. I can't. There's nothing there. You can't take it away. Okay? So, we have to borrow. Oh, wait. This doesn't have anything either. So we have to move over again, okay? So we're taking it away from the 5. I've taught my kiddos to box that in. If we took 1 away from the 5 and we gave it to the 10, 5 is a 4 now. So if we took that 100 and we give it to the tens place, how many 10 sticks will it have? 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Okay, that's the 10. Oh, but wait, that ones place still needed something to take that 2 away. So, take one of those 10 sticks we just got. We got to give it to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ones equals 1 10 stick. So how many do we have left over? We have 9. Or you can think of it as 50, take 1 away is 49. Okay? And how many did we end up in the ones place? Put a 1 in front of the original number. We had 10. Okay? Now can we take 2 away? Yes. Take off those 2. Real convenient. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10 minus 2 is 8. Now, can we take 9 minus 6? Yeah, we don't have to borrow if we already have it. If we can take 6 away, take it away. You don't have to borrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. How many are left over? 9 minus 6 is 3. And the last, 4 minus 3. 1, 2, 3. We're left with our itty-bitty one. 4 minus 3 is 1. So, 500 minus 362 is 138. Boom! We can even check our work. We can do 138 plus, can you see that? Yep, 362. Oh, running out of room again. 500. Okay, you can check your work that way. I'm going to tell you right now, just to save time. Yeah, we're awesome. We're right. Now what you're going to do is you are going to work with your group or table group, or whatever your teacher decides, and you are going to practice borrowing. So, watching me on this one, I'm going to practice subtracting these, okay? So, 2 take away 1. Can I do that? Yeah. If I have 2, that's what we have, I can take 1 away. 2 minus 1 is 1. 7 minus 5 is, can I do that? Yeah, if I have 7, I can take 5 away. 7 minus 5 is 2. If I have 2, can I take 8 away? No, illegal. So I have to borrow. I go to my 8. Remember, it's like we're taking 1 and we're giving it to the other side. So that 8 should be a 7. And then I gave that to my 2. What did the 2 become? It became a 12. We're basically adding 10 to it. So now we have 12 minus 8, which is 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, comma. 7 minus 4. Do we need to borrow? No. 7 is what we have. We can take 4 away. Turns into 3. So the answer is 3,421. So practice borrowing with your table group, and after you get done with that, you've got some independent practice and an exit ticket. Good luck!